Okay, here we go. Is this helpful? I hope it is. I don't want to just yada yada here. All right. So tips for residency events, making the most of open houses. Well, she told me that it was virtual. It was virtual. And I didn't know. Was it in person or virtual? So I didn't know. So I wrote an article about both of those and, gave some general tips. And then mainly being prepared with questions to ask them. And then I gave some information about in-person open houses and virtual open houses. Did you guys read this? Tell me if you read this. Give me a yes, I read it, or no, I've never seen it before. Oh, good. We got some yeses. Do I need to go through the whole thing again? I guess I will briefly go through it. Okay, how's that? But you'll have to go read it yourself. I spent time. So what is this? Not yet. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. So now you see it, right? Now you see it. It's in the feed. So nice, right? All right. So let's see. Mainly open houses they're there. Well, first of all, number one, go to as many as you can. Okay, like find them, like a lot of times you can find them through Twitter. Tell each other, post here if you hear about an open house, especially a virtual open house that anybody can go to, especially if it's in your specialty. Attend, because number one, you'll get better at it, you'll get more comfortable, and it also will help you. It's sort of a pre-interview. So it's your chance to interview them. Okay, number one. So attend as many as you can. Get in there, get involved. It's your chance to interview them. However, they do have eyes on you. They are checking. So it is important to keep your reputation stellar, right? So how do you do this? So in general. Okay, whether it's in person or virtual, it helps you get a better sense of the residency programs you're considering. Okay, so that's good. Make it your mission to meet as many of the residents and program staff as possible. Making a positive impression on current residents could help them advocate for you later. As far as I know, sometimes they'll have open houses and then they'll have breakout rooms where you can talk to different residents and try to determine if you have something in common with those residents. Did they go to your medical school? Are they from your country? Do they speak the same language? I mean, is there anything that you can determine that you have in common? And then those are the things that you kind of build on. Okay. If you can make some kind of connection with a current resident, that's a very positive thing for you. Take notes. Okay. Always have paper and a pencil there and take a bunch of notes, so that you'll know kind of the answers to, like, listen to the other questions that other people ask, and then you're going to have your own. We'll talk about that in a minute. So you want to remember the details later. That will help you remember. Follow up with contacts, email any program directors or coordinators you connected with during the event to continue the conversation. So maybe they're not really going to read them. That's okay. But anytime, from open house all the way through interviews, the person that's overlooked the most is the coordinator. And I'm telling you, they work hard. And they have all these things to juggle. And most of the time they get overlooked. So sending them a thank you note is actually, it's polite and it's professional. Okay, so you can send an email, you can send it snail mail if you want, put it in a nice envelope and send it to the coordinator. And will it help you get a position? I have no idea, but it doesn't matter. It's professional and polite. I guarantee you, she or he, this coordinator, has spent a lot of time coordinating all these events. So always thank the little guy, right? Thank the little guy. I have this habit. When I go to a restaurant, if I can, I go thank the cooks. If I can. Sometimes you really can't. It kind of depends on the restaurant. But if I can, I go thank the cooks, because who thanks them? Nobody. They don't get a tip. All right. Now, your questions to ask. So you focus your questions on getting a feel for the resident lifestyle and culture and whether the program's culture and values align with yours. You might be thinking right now, I'll take anything. And that may be true, but still cull it down to you want to at least get a feel for the ones you absolutely would hate, because you're going to be there for 3+ years. See if you could be work friends with these people. Okay. So you want to ask about work hours, call frequency. What is that called? Scut work. Maybe ask work-life balance. Do they have time for hobbies, relationships, activities outside of work? Find out if they're happy and if they would do this again. Now, most of them are going to be politically correct and say, yeah, I love it here. You'll have to decide if they're being genuine. You could ask them, what do they like the least about the program? That might be a good one. So you don't want to really talk about detailed questions until the formal interview day. Okay, so this is really about residency life and how it is to live in that community, working with that population, and and their work-life balance. So that's good. All right. So if it's in-house, if it's in-person open house, dress code, business casual is the best. If you don't want to be more casual than everybody else. And this is actually online too. Okay. So you got to look good, at least from here up. Okay. So you don't know this, but I got yoga pants on and I got my tennis shoes on. But from here up, look, I got a new haircut. I'm wearing a nice blouse and some earrings. So that's good. So make sure that you don't look too sloppy or weird. You want to be kind of like everyone else. If you have time, if you're there, make it your business to explore the hospital and the clinic, get a feel for the environment and the culture, check out the city, consider your logistics, like where can you live and what's the commute like? That's tough in Houston. Okay. I have one client that actually got matched to Baylor College of Medicine here in Houston. And she had so much trouble trying to find an affordable apartment near. So it was rough, but I think she's loving Baylor anyway. Okay. So for virtual open houses, test your tech setup. So this is a good, treat these like it's an interview, like a real interview, and do your tech setup and everything. So just like you would do for an interview. Okay. Make sure it's okay. Limit distractions. Don't have it where the kids are jumping around or the dog's coming up like she was a minute ago. So get rid of the dog. Well, I mean, don't get rid of the dog. Just, put her up with a snack, put the babies to bed, tell your significant other to leave you alone for a little while. Take notes, like I said, and interact and ask questions. Use the chat and the Q&A features. So definitely do that and get your question in there and have some stellar, outstanding question to ask. And use it to make an informed decision about it's your first step in your interview. So it is, that was supposed to be like really short, but I guess it wasn't. Oh, you can't hear me? We can hear. Sorry. I'm sorry, Hamida. I'm sorry you couldn't hear me. All that. Can you guys hear me? Was I just like talking to myself for all that time? We'll start over again. Share. No. Okay. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry, Hamida. I don't know why you couldn't hear, but it's okay because I'm going to post this. I'm recording it, right? And I'll post it. Now, here's the next part. How many of you have been to an open house? Give me the number. Okay, give me a number of open houses that you have attended, 0 to 100. I don't know how many. And also, did you go to any in person or were they virtual? Were they all virtual? I'm going to wait. Everybody type in your answer. There's 10 of you here. They're all virtual. Okay, so Mina, Radhika. Okay, I've only got 2. Who else? Come on. Virtual. Okay. Wow. Good job. Bustra. Good job. Good job. Okay, one, and it was virtual. Everybody's virtual. Nobody went to one in person. Okay. I thought, well, maybe some would be in person. Okay, so let's see. Would anyone volunteer? And I've actually never done this before, so we'll see. I don't know how to do this. How can I do this? Would anyone be willing to come on and talk about their experience? It would be so helpful. It would be so helpful. Anyone? Say yes. Somebody. Come on. Either that or we'll just end it right now. Oh, good. Radhika. Very good. I'm going to invite you on. Now, I've never done this before. Okay. So I gotta figure this out. Okay. So I think I'm going to invite you and then you turn on your camera or something. Let's see what happens. I've never done this before. It's my first time. So you got an invitation. Do you know how to join? Does it tell you? Does it give you some information about how to join? I don't see you yet. It says you're invited. Do you see invited? Is it working? Can anybody see her? I can't see her. It's not working. I think you have to push something. Okay. Hi. Yay!
I'm sorry for the surroundings. My surroundings are like very poor. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. All right. Thank you so much for volunteering to come on. So when was this virtual? You said there was just one. You just did one.
Yeah, I got an interview from the. Actually, I didn't get the interview, but I got one virtual house for the family medicine program, and I thought they sent it by mistake because all of the people who got the virtual house were interviewed before.
Oh,
But but I grabbed the opportunity and I attended it.
and
Yeah.
Which program was it for?
It was one of the program in West Virginia. I'm not sure of the name now. So, uh, so it was hosted by the chiefs and the senior residents.
Okay.
No one from the faculty was there.
Okay.
So it started with they gave a brief discussion, a little brief briefing about their program, what their program is,
Okay.
how the residents are supposed to do, and what their responsibilities are, what are their rights, like what they are supposed to get in the program. And then they ask, like, all of them, like, what are your particular questions? Do you have any questions regarding the program? Any question regarding like where to live? As you mentioned, you can ask like where we can live, where we can live, where we can stay, the foods, the library. So everything was like involved around like whatever questions we have. Like it was like very non-formal or semi-formal, and everybody was dressed in casual. Like the chief was wearing the hoodies, so it was very casual. It was during the winter, I think in January or something.
Okay. So did they have breakout rooms or was it just one big?
No, they had no breakout room. It was like everybody was hosting from their home. It was like Saturday evening or Friday evening. So one window we can see the chief resident, on other we can see the other resident, and then it was like a Zoom session, and that's all.
So were they allowing you to put your camera on or were you all muted and everything?
Um, like our cam was on, our mics were on. It's like we put them on the mute so that they are not being disturbed or something. But when we need to ask a question, we just put the mic on and we start the question. So it was like the the scenario was like the interview, the way it's like Zoom or Skype or, but it was very like semi-formal or casual, like, oh, whatever question you have.
Casual.
So it was so casual that they were late by 15 minutes, and for the next another 15 minutes they were looking for, oh, what we have to say. It was like cool thing.
So did you notice like how many participants were there, like applicants, let's say?
I don't remember the exact number, but I think 8 to 10 participants were there because they did the open house on 3 different dates, 3 different timings. So people join as per their whatever was convenient to them.
And so did you get invited to a particular one, or could you have actually gone to 3, or how did that work?
So I was given the invitation and I was asked to pick a date and time which is convenient for me. So I picked the when I was free on Friday evening or something. So I was given the this opportunity to pick the date and time.
Okay, good. And did you notice, did everyone keep their cameras on the whole time, or did some of them turn off their cameras at some point?
The cameras were on all the time, and in fact, like you were saying, like the keep your dog away. So one of the chief's dog was coming and just like it was coming and blocking the camera. So
I know the worst thing is the cats, and then you see their tail coming across. I've seen that a lot. Okay, good. That was really good. Is there anything else that you can think that would be important for our family here to know about?
So I think be prepared with your questions, whatever questions you have, because this is an opportunity. Like you can ask the questions like whichever come to your mind without like thinking, oh, will it impact my interview or will it impact my they will pick me or not. So be prepared with your questions and dress like formal but semi-formal. You can wear a nice shirt and trouser. You don't need to wear a jacket or something like that.
Right.
I think.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Everybody give her a hand. Yay. Well, I don't know how to kick you out now. I don't know how that works. Let's see. Do I close it? Okay, I'm going to remove you, but thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
All right. Yes. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, see, that wasn't bad. Anybody else want to do it? Anybody else want to share something different? Something different? Wait, I thought I removed her. Yeah. Okay, anybody else want to? Okay. No? No brave ones here. Come on, you have to be like generous with your information. That's what it's all about. Okay. All right. Well, then that's it then. That's it. Do you have any questions for me about anything about the course, about the community? All of you guys, are you working on the course? Okay, I'm going to be opening up the next module next week. So just so you know, for now, let's see. Let me share real quick, just so you know what's going on in the course. Some of you may not be in the course, and you're still, you're welcome to join. You're welcome to join. It's easy enough. Come down to the road to residency, and then you should be through all of this. You should be through all of 2, and you should be through all of 3. And then next week, I'm going to be opening demystifying interview questions. And next Friday night, we're having a practice session, our second practice session. So write it down. You do not want to miss. And please go over here and you should RSVP and come. And we are going to be, so by Friday, try to at least watch some of these videos so that you'll get an idea. But we're definitely going to be doing Tell Me About Yourself again. So if you weren't here last Friday, if you weren't able to join our group practice last Friday, get ready with your Tell Me About Yourself, and we can have you jump in on that. And then we'll do some other common questions, probably probably talking about our CVs, those top 3 experiences. What are those top 3 experiences that you chose on your ARIS application? Okay. And just one more piece of information I wanted to give you guys. I know Tuesday, the 6th, I believe, is the day that you can actually submit your application and your personal statement. But remember that once you submit it, once you validated it, that's it. You can't change any of that. You can change parts of your personal statement. So you can do that. So if you need to add things to your personal statement later in the season to reflect new experiences, U.S. clinical experiences, you can do that. But you cannot change anything on your application. And as far as I know, and I got this information from the AAMC, okay, it does not benefit you to turn in your application early. You are not any better position than anyone else if you apply on the 6th or on the 26th, okay? It's like maybe not the 26th, okay? Try to be really ready for the 20th. That should be your goal. I think that's a good day. And then if you have any problems, then you can, it could be anything, right? So you don't want to do it the last minute, of course, but there's no benefit to doing it on the 6th. So if you need more time to work on it, that doesn't mean you've got 20 more days to procrastinate, though. You should be well on your way. You should be well on your way doing that and getting it ready. So that's all I have for tonight. I don't see any other questions. So I'm going to sign off for tonight. I'm going to be posting this for you guys here. Just look under, I did a new thing. This is so cool. I really love this Mighty Networks. If you come over here, you'll see this Friday Night Live past recordings. Go through all that. There's some good stuff in here, guys. Okay, so right over here, if you're a member of the Help for Docs community, you have access to all these things. Okay, so this is included in your subscription. And also, if you look down here, so these discussions down here are also included. So, hey, take advantage of it. Invite your friends. I would love to have your friends into the group. The more, the merrier. Okay, guys, say goodnight. Say goodnight. I want to see some emojis. I want to see some love here on my Friday night. Come on. I got one thank you. Okay, that's all right. I'm looking for you. Who's being nice to me? All right. Love you guys. And I will see you next Friday night for Friday Night Live and also for our group practice. All right. Thank you. Bye. Aw, I love you all. Bye.